Hey everyone, and welcome to Digital Vaults. Today we're going to take a closer look at the DAT Booster. The DAT Booster has swiftly become one of the most popular DAT prep courses due to its exceptional video content, particularly in the PAT and biology sections, and the realistic practice tests provided. Many veteran students even recommend it over DAT Bootcamp. So, is DAT Booster the right prep course for you? In this review, we will do a detailed analysis and determine if DAT Booster is the best choice for your DAT prep needs. So, the biggest selling point for me with DAT Booster is the price. At just $299, it is over 35% cheaper than Bootcamp and 70% cheaper than Kaplan or Princeton review courses. You can check the description to get up to 25% off with the latest discount codes. Once you sign up, DAT Booster gives you access to their study materials for 90 days, which should be plenty of time to prepare for the test. You can buy an additional 90 days if you need more time. DAT Booster also provides customizable study plans from 10 to 12 weeks, depending on when you take the DAT. If I ever felt stuck or needed extra help, DAT Booster also offers one-on-one tutoring with instructors, which I found super valuable. Now let's talk about some of the advantages of using DAT Booster to prepare for the biology section of the DAT. First of all, DAT Booster's biology practice materials are extremely realistic and are very high yield. We've actually heard from our students that some of the biology practice questions in DAT Booster were word for word the same as questions on their actual DAT. DAT Booster is the way to go if you want practice questions that accurately represent what you'll see on the real test. Another pro is that DAT Booster has short but thorough video lessons that explain biology concepts in a really clear and straightforward way. Their content does a great job of covering all the biology topics and skills you need to know for the latest version of the test. Overall, between the hyper-realistic practice questions and the concise yet comprehensive video lessons, DAT Booster's biology section really prepares you for everything you'll face on the biology portion of the DAT. If biology is the section you're most worried about, I recommend checking out DAT Booster. Now let's talk about one of the biggest advantages of using DAT Booster, its PAT preparation materials. Originally, DAT Booster used to be known as PAT Booster, and it focused primarily on the PAT section. So they have a ton of experience and resources for helping students prepare for this part of the exam. Because of their background, DAT Booster has developed an awesome PAT question generator that lets you create unlimited practice questions and customize them to focus on specific topics you want to improve. They also provide feedback on the questions you get wrong, so you know exactly what areas you need to work on. The PAT section of the DAT is unique and can catch some students off guard since you can't study for it using textbooks. DAT Booster's PAT generator lets you create practically endless practice questions like online Sudoku or crossword puzzles. No matter how many you do, there will always be a new one. The PAT analyzer then gives you detailed feedback based on your answers so you know exactly what you need to improve. DAT Booster also has a cool 3D tool for visualizing and manipulating PAT graphics to see them from different angles. This helps train you to do the same sort of visualization mentally on the actual DAT. Combined with DAT Booster's video lessons that focus specifically on the PAT, these resources are extremely helpful if visualization and perceptual skills are challenging for you. Overall, DAT Booster's PAT preparation materials are unmatched. If you're worried about the PAT section of the DAT, using DAT Booster is the best way to feel fully prepared and confident on your test day. Their PAT generator, analyzer, video lessons, and 3D tool provide all the practice and instruction you need to master this part of the exam. Next, let's talk about practice tests. Many DAT Booster students report that DAT Booster's practice tests are similar to the actual DAT, especially the PAT and biology sections. The practice tests give you a better sense of how you would score on the real DAT if you took it right now. And by the time you take your real test, you'll already be extremely familiar with the format and experience, making you feel way more comfortable and confident. With 10 full-length practice tests and 80 section tests, you can take new practice tests every 2 to 3 days to get well acquainted with the actual exam. You can also track your progress to see which questions you're getting wrong and review the detailed answer explanations to understand how to get them right next time. Figuring out your weak areas will show you what topics you need to focus your studying on. One thing to remember is that most students score 2 to 3 points higher on the real DAT compared to DAT Booster's practice tests, so keep going if your practice test scores seem slightly lower. The actual DAT experience and the natural adrenaline rush often result in a score bump. One advantage of DAT Booster over DAT Bootcamp is a higher score guarantee. DAT Booster guarantees you'll get a higher score on your DAT after using their course, or they'll refund your money. DAT Bootcamp does not offer any score guarantee. While a score guarantee may seem like a small detail, it does provide some level of assurance in case you're feeling anxious about how you'll perform on the actual DAT. DAT Booster guarantees an improved academic average, AA, on your official DAT compared to your previous attempt. If your AA doesn't increase, you can extend your membership for 90 days or request a 50% refund provided you submit official documentation. To qualify for the higher score guarantee, you must complete 8 practice tests in each subject area with a score higher than 15 during your membership and finish at least 80% of the extra questions and video content on datbooster.com. In terms of positives, DAT Booster is a very comprehensive course that covers all sections of the DAT in depth. With over 8,900 practice questions, 80 full-length tests and 400 video lessons, the course exposes students to various concepts and question types that could appear on the exam. DAT Booster also frequently updates its materials to match the latest version of the DAT. Some other courses rely on outdated resources, so continuous updating is a strength of the DAT Booster. However, the large volume of content could seem overwhelming for some students. Even with progress tracking features, it may be difficult to determine what and how much to study. The course is also limited to digital resources, so students who prefer traditional textbooks and workbooks may find it lacks those physical components. One of the most helpful features of DAT Booster is its video library with over 3,000 tutorial and solution videos. The videos provide visual explanations of concepts and walk through practice problems in detail. Here are a few short demo clips. While the videos are a useful teaching tool, some students may find them time-consuming or prefer live instruction from actual teachers rather than pre-recorded videos. The lack of live teachers is another potential downside to consider with DAT Booster. While the videos are a useful teaching tool, some students may find them time-consuming or prefer live instruction from actual teachers rather than pre-recorded videos. The lack of live teachers is another potential downside to consider with DAT Booster. In summary, DAT Booster has several valuable attributes as a DAT preparation course, including comprehensive coverage of the latest DAT material, a large library of video lessons and solution explanations, over 8,000 practice questions and full-length tests, frequent updates to match the current DAT. However, the volume of content could seem daunting. The course provides digital resources only and lacks live instruction. As with any course, evaluate how DAT Booster's resources fit your study needs and learning preferences to determine if it's the right option. Every student has different strengths, weaknesses, and priorities to consider when preparing for an exam as important as the DAT. DAT Booster only costs $299, and you can save an extra 15 to 25% on top of that by using the code DEN23 at checkout. For that price, you get over 8,900 practice questions, 80 full-length practice tests, 400 video lessons, and frequent updates to match the current DAT. Compare that to DAT Bootcamp, which offers at least 8,800 questions and 60 practice tests for $499. That's nearly $200 more than DAT Booster. I want to talk about one downside to keep in mind with DAT Booster, and that's the lack of a mobile app. DAT Booster does not have a mobile app for studying on the go. Their website and materials can only be accessed through a laptop or desktop. While that's a minor issue for some, the lack of an app may be inconvenient if you are hoping to study whenever you have a few spare minutes. You have to schedule time specifically for studying on your computer. Apart from that, the user interface of their website is a bit old and needs an upgrade. Finally, some students report that DAT Booster's chemistry content and explanations could be improved. While the biology and organic chemistry sections seem very thorough, the general chemistry portion is not quite as robust. For students who struggle most with chemistry, this could be a significant downside. You may need to supplement DAT Booster's chemistry content with other prep materials to feel fully prepared. In conclusion, DAT Booster is an extremely worthwhile DAT preparation course, especially considering the affordable price. For under $300, you get an incredible amount of helpful resources to feel ready for every section of the exam. You can use the discount code in the description to save up to 25% off the listed price. While the website and interface could use some improvements to appear more seamless and organised, the content itself is high quality. The practice questions, video explanations, and full-length tests provide realistic preparation for even the most challenging parts of the DAT, like the PAT and biology sections. For students on a tight budget, DAT Booster should absolutely be at the top of your list of options to consider. You get so much value at a fraction of the cost of other courses, and your lower budget does not mean you have to sacrifice quality. DAT Booster stands out as a genuinely valuable resource for any DAT test taker. Even if you have purchased another prep course, I would recommend adding a DAT Booster if you feel less confident about the perceptive abilities or biology portions of the exam. Their targeted prep for these sections with thousands of questions and detailed video solutions is really hard to beat. While no prep course is perfect, DAT Booster offers an impressive amount of useful tools and guidance at an unbeatable price. For affordability, effectiveness, and an overall high-quality experience, DAT Booster earns our recommendation as a resource for anyone preparing for the DAT. Last but not least, time for the announcement of our monthly giveaway. Each month we run giveaways to help students with the costs of studying and advancement. As a subscriber, you'll be entered to win a free test prep course of your choice of up to $600 value, or a $600 scholarship to use towards your education. Subscribe, like, and comment for a chance to win one of these prizes. You can find more details about the contest in the video's description section. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your studying. I'll see you in the next video.